Breaking overnight, firefighters are investigating an explosion in North Tulsa. Why they think bug bombs could be the cause. And the family of a man killed in Friday's officer-involved shooting are demanding video be released when Tulsa police plan to release that video. Festival is still going on in Green Country today. Storm Shield meteorologist Taft Price is going to tell us if rain could affect attendance.
2 Works for You starts right now.
Good Sunday morning to you. I'm Brian Miller. Will Dupree has the day off. We're going to send it right over to Taft Price. He's standing by with a look at your forecast.
And Brian, this morning tracking showers and thunderstorms as they moved across parts of east central and southeastern Oklahoma. Most of that activity has pushed well over into Arkansas. A strong line of storms that pushed across our area during the morning hours is now shifted over very close to the Little Rock area. The back edge of the rain now exiting Oklahoma, and the back edge of the cloudiness also about to move over into Arkansas. So most areas of eastern Oklahoma now seeing quite a bit of sunshine. Beautiful morning out there. Take a look at this shot. Midtown cameras are looking off to the north. Blue skies at this time, lots of sunshine. It's pushed temperatures up to 79 degrees. You notice the humidity still fairly high at 66%. Dew points in the upper 60s, so a little bit muggy out there, but not terribly bad. Winds are calm. They're going to stay relatively light today out of the south, only at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And with the sunshine, it's going to push our temperatures well above average into the afternoon. You notice temperatures here in the metro, for the most part, we're in the 70s, so it is a warm morning out there. We're at 74 in Pryor, also up around the Bartlesville area. So these temperatures will continue to climb as we move on through the rest of the morning into the afternoon hours, up to 86 degrees at noon, sunshine, mostly sunny, and 91 the high temperature today. The average today only about 83 degrees, so running 8 degrees above average for our daytime high. We'll slowly cool off back into the upper 70s by 10 p.m. Well, it looks like even hotter temperatures on the way for the upcoming work week. We'll take a look at it in the Storm Shield's 7-day planner.
Tulsa police are looking for an armed suspect who robbed a Midtown McDonald's this morning. Police say around 7 o'clock, the suspect entered the restaurant at East 21st and South Sheridan. Witnesses say the man was wearing a bandana and had a semi-automatic pistol. Police say the man took cash from the register and left in a white SUV. No one was hurt. Police are also investigating a late-night explosion in North Tulsa. This happening around 9:30 on East 47th North Place and North Frankford Avenue. Here's the video from last night. Tulsa police say no one was hurt when 8 bug bombs were set off, and the vapor from those bug bombs caused the explosion.
Didn't kill the pilot lights. So once the bug bombs when the vapors got back to pilot light, set off an explosion, blew the front door out and the back wall.
Fire department says the explosion still under investigation. And in New York City, investigation still underway as dozens are recovering this morning following an explosion in New York City. Officials say that possible explosion happened last night in the Chelsea neighborhood in Manhattan. At least 29 people were hurt, including one seriously. None of those injuries are considered life-threatening, though. A New York City police spokesperson confirms they're investigating a possible second device that was found in a close-by neighborhood. Officials say the cause of that explosion remains under investigation. They do not believe it's terror-related, but they say it was indeed intentional.
Whatever the cause, whatever the intention here, New Yorkers will not be intimidated. We are not going to let anyone change who we are or how we go about our lives.
And this incident comes just hours after a pipe bomb exploded in New Jersey along the route of a 5K run. Explosive device went off in a garbage can just before the 3rd annual Marine Charity Event race. Now, that race was canceled after the explosion. The device was made up of 3 separate pipe bombs, but only one of those bombs went off. Officials say it appears the device was set off by a timer. The FBI is now leading the investigation. We're still not sure if there's any connection between those 2 explosions. Tulsa police, meanwhile, say they're going to release all unedited video and audio of Friday's officer-involved shooting. Police say they're going to release those recordings by tomorrow at the latest. We'll take you back to Friday night when police say officers fired a fatal shot at 40-year-old Terrence Crutcher. They say officers first tased him when he didn't comply with demands. Then he allegedly reached into his vehicle. His vehicle was on the street blocking 36th Street North just west of Lewis. Moments later, police officers shot him. Crutcher later died at the hospital. Officers involved in this shooting have not been identified.
Good morning, everybody. Well, before they even play a Big 12 game, OU football almost certainly out of college football playoff contention. Last night in Norman, they got a first-hand look at a national title contender. Ohio State, the more physical team, the better team from the very start. Joe Mixon's 96-yard punt return energized a record crowd of 87,000 plus and cut the lead to 14-7, but OU would get no closer. Baker Mayfield throwing a pair of touchdown passes, but also a pair of crucial interceptions. The Ohio State defense was great. The offense pretty good too. 45-24 the score, the most points ever scored by a non-conference foe in the Bob Stoops era.
An outstanding team that really beat the heck out of us here tonight. Sorry to disappoint the fans, and we just need to play better in a lot of areas, and that's what I take responsibility for.
I let this team down. Coach Stoops can beat around the bush, but I've let this team down by my performance. I got to lead a little better. I got to keep people positive, and got to take responsibility for that loss.
The Sooners have a bye week to try and recover. Big 12 play starts at TCU in 2 weeks. From here in Norman, Caden McFarland, 2 News works for you.
And thank you for that, Caden. Meanwhile, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump was in Norman yesterday. Trump putting aside campaigning for a few hours to attend a packed event at a home near the OU campus. Protesters and supporters lining the streets of a Chautauqua Avenue home all afternoon. Trump later attended a rally in Colorado. 2 Oklahoma Highway Patrol officers proving they're never really off duty after saving a man's life in Ugala at a Little League football game. Last week, Lieutenant James and Trooper Tony Harper were at the 4th grade football game. After the game, Harper says he noticed a man who was bent over, struggling to breathe. So those troopers ran to the man's side, performing CPR and bringing him back to life.
I believe that God put you where you're supposed to be, and that day he put me where I was supposed to be and put Tony where he was supposed to be.
I'm just humbled to know that I was able to help this gentleman, and that's what we all should strive to do, is try to help one another and not just ignore.
Plus, that man is out of the hospital and doing well. Well, today's the final day to taste award-winning barbecue right here in Tulsa. It's happening downtown, and how you can take part coming up next. You're watching 2 Works for You Weekend Mornings.
This weekend, Paradise Bowl and Hot Tubs